Hi, this is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in 5 minutes. Welcome to the Connected Church News. I'm Natchi Lazarus. This week we have news from TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, and Twitter. This is the show that's designed for leaders of nonprofits, churches, and ministries, leaders like you, to help them stay on top of trends and know the latest news in just 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news of this week is from Twitter. Last week, Twitter announced that they have released audio clips option in your tweet messaging. So you can send out a tweet in your own voice, audio tweets. So this is a 140-second audio clip for each tweet. So if you have a message that's longer than 140 seconds, you can still continue to record it, and it will get recorded as a separate clip, and they will all go together as one tweet. So it's a very interesting option, and it's going to be very easy for you to find it if you have it already. It's been released only to select users on iOS platform. So you will, once you open the Compose window, you will see on the leftmost corner, you will see a wavelength icon. So all you have to do is click on that icon and start recording and start speaking to the entire world. So check it out if you have access. If not, you will soon have it. Our next news is about Instagram. Earlier this week, Adweek announced that Instagram is enabling new advertisers, people who come newly to their platform and want to promote their product or service. They are being enabled to do that without having to connect to their Facebook page. So far, if you have tried Instagram ads, you will have to link it with the Facebook ad account. That's the only way you can advertise on Instagram. Now, Instagram is making it easier for new advertisers to just advertise straight from the Instagram account without having to link it. I wanted to bring this to your notice because it's sort of a counterintuitive step you would expect from Facebook, because you see Facebook trying to bring Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp together, and suddenly there is this announcement. So I think it's probably because they come across accounts and businesses that want to keep Instagram away as a separate brand and want to be able to do that as a separate thing without having to connect it with the Facebook ad account and all that. So if you're a first-time user, you've never used Instagram, then you need not connect it with your Facebook ad account. So do check it out. An interesting move from Instagram. Our next news is about TikTok. Last week, TikTok released a very interesting article that gives us a peek into the back end of their recommendation engine, which is basically the algorithm that recommends video in the For You section. If you tried using TikTok, you will see there are two tabs on the top. One is following, another is For You. For You is the one that suggests new recommended videos where people spend most of the time. So most of us wonder, how do they do these recommendations? Because it's very absorbing, and that's one reason the channel has grown a lot. So now TikTok is telling us how they actually do that. They give a lot of information in the article, so do check it out. Like user interaction is one factor, video information is one factor, device and account settings and so on. But what I wanted to bring to your notice especially is what is not a factor. Many of us think when video is posted by a account with a lot of followers and a big track record is going to get a big reach. TikTok clearly says those two are not the factors. They say there is likelihood of them getting views, but those two are not factors in their recommendation engine. So it's very interesting, and it also gives you hope. If you haven't started TikTok, it means irrespective of how many people follow you, irrespective of whether you had previous videos that have done well, you can still make it on TikTok at this juncture. This is the situation. So fast mover advantage. So think about TikTok for your ministry or nonprofit if you haven't used it already. Our next news is about LinkedIn. Last week, LinkedIn announced that they're expanding the rollout of LinkedIn Stories to Australia. Now it's available in 4 locations. They started with Brazil, Netherlands, UAE, and now they have it in Australia. So if you live in Australia, then do check out LinkedIn Stories. Last week, the whole news was about Twitter Stories fleets, and this week it's about LinkedIn Stories. Stories format is something that you might want to think about very seriously in your nonprofit and ministry. Hey, I just wanted to take a minute to remind you to subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already, so that you do not miss any new weekly episodes. Staying on top of news could make all the difference as a leader, right? Thanks for doing that. Now let's get back to our news item. Our final news of this week is from Google, and it is a big one for non-profits. Google Ad Grants team announced that they are adding $200 million to their existing ad grants annual commitment, which stands at $800 million. So the total goes to $1 billion. And Google says at this time during COVID, where millions of people are affected, non-profits are trying to reach people for donations. Donations are coming down for many non-profits. They are trying to raise money to help people. So Google wants to do its part. Now, in this article, Google also says that if you've not yet registered, then they give you some details, like they have brought down the registration step from 14 steps to 2 steps. In just 2 steps, you can register yourself if you're qualified, and they also have expanded the program to 16 new countries. So I highly recommend you check out this article and find out details if this ad grant is applicable to you and to help you in your ministry and to help more people through what you're doing. They also have training programs and webinars and stuff to help you. So those links are also mentioned in the article. Do check it out. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time to be with me. If you'd like to dig deeper into any of the stories we talked about, we've got all the source links and details in our news page, nachilazarus.com/news. Do check it out, and I will see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, you stay connected, stay blessed, and stay safe. God bless you. Bye-bye.